Okay, ladies and gentlemen in the grandstands, at this time, we are about to present to you something pretty special to the racing community here, especially to the East Alabama Motor Speedway family. We would ask that each and everybody in the grandstand, please rise and remove your hats. What we're going to do here is remember and have a quick moment of silence for a longtime employee and friend of the racing community who recently lost her life with a battle to COVID-19. We've all been affected one way or another, so hopefully this will comfort you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, on behalf of the Thomas family, Melanie and Richard Davison, we want to take a few minutes to remember Jan Brewer. Jan spent over 40 years around this racetrack here, became friends and family with many people here. When I was asked to do this, I reached out to a couple people who I knew were friends with Jan, and I asked them what inspired them, what they remembered most about Jan. Here's what a few of them said. Jan was always the first one to help. She was here at the East Alabama Motor Speedway. If she saw a need, she met that need, whether it was her job or not. She was there to help in any way she could. Another person said Jan always went over and above with anything she did. One other person said that Jan was friendly and bubbly to anybody that she met. She showed love and compassion not only here at the racetrack and to the racing community, but anywhere that she went. She touched many people here at this racetrack over her 40-year span. She changed diapers here at this racetrack, not only was a scorer, but became friends and family with so many. Her husband, Glenn, asked for this to be read at her celebration of life, and it is fitting not only for her, but for anybody who has lost somebody recently. When tomorrow starts without me, please try to understand that an angel came and called my name and took me by the hand. The angel said my place was ready in heaven far above, and that I'd have to leave behind all those I dearly love. But when I walked through heaven's gate, I felt so much at home, for God looked down, smiled at me, and told me, welcome home. So when tomorrow starts without me, don't think we're far apart, for every time you think of me, I'm right there in your heart. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for taking this time to honor Jan Brewer with us and her family who are here in attendance tonight. At this time, I'm going to send the mic over to the voice of the East Alabama Motor Speedway, Mr. Michael Patton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do right now, Rick Culpepper's in front of the field, and close friend of Glenn and Jan Brewer's. I would say something personal real quick about Jan. Every time you seen Jan, she had a smile on her face, and she loved everybody, and she loved racing. And so I want to thank everyone for attendance and everyone standing, please. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to count to 3, and I want all of y'all to scream at the loudest you can for these guys to start their engine and put on a great show for 49 laps of great action here in these Super Late Models. Jane will love it, and she's watching down in heaven, I promise you. But whenever I count to 3, I want everybody, please, holler, gentlemen, start your engines. So when I want to count to 3, and get ready. 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, start your engines. How about giving Jan Brewer and their family a round of applause? Jan Brewer was a great person, a great icon here at the East Alabama Motor Speedway. She was here when I first started here 6 years ago. Glenn is a great man, and she's going to be sadly missed. And thank you for each and every one of you being in attendance tonight here at East Alabama Motor Speedway. We're going to bring you these super late models for 49 laps, $9,000 to win.
That's right.
And then we're going to have the Outlaw Hot Shots up next. And we'll round out the night at the 49th Annual Alabama State Championship race with the street stocks. And I'm going to say something else. Well, sorry.
Just do it,
But
Mike.
why I'm just emotional.
That's right. Lay it out there.
I'm so thankful and grateful to the Thomas family. Billy Thomas is sitting in the VIP suite over there. Billy, I love you, man. I love you. I love the Thomas family. I love Richard and Melanie. I love all the staff here. My friends, Pete, Diane, all of them. Mandy, Rodney, all of them, Bubba, all the fans here. I love each and every one of you. And I'm grateful and thankful for y'all allowing me to be the voice of East Alabama Motor Speedway. I'm grateful and thankful so much. I'm not trying to steal any spotlight from Jan. I'm just telling you, Jan's a very sweet lady, and she's going to be missed. And I'm just ready for a
Michael,
great race tonight.
We know you've been through a lot too, man, with the passing of your mom. I know that was tough back in July, my friend.
It's just a great honor to be a part of this team. Joe's here from Ocala, close to Ocala. Well, All Tech Raceway, that's close enough.
That's close enough.
Wesley's in Speed 51 in North Carolina.
Right now.
And we're going to be back together for the National 100, so make sure you make plans. And folks, we're
the missing
man formation.
The missing man formation in honor of Jan Brewer.
That's exactly right, race fans. What we're getting ready to do is we're going to get the field assembled. Of course, the pole car is Joseph Brown. Joseph Brown has moved back a row, and you see Ricky Culpepper to the outside, and in doing so, it is the missing man formation. Race fans, at this time, whether you knew her or you did not, we ask that you please come to your feet and celebrate the life of Jan Brewer. Gone but not forgotten. Her memories will live on. And this is our final send-off salute to Michael, as you said, a great woman that was a part of the East Alabama Motor Speedway. Godspeed to Jan Brewer. Family and prayers still to Glenn and everyone that knew her.
Jan Brewer, we love you, girl, and we miss you. And Glenn, if you can hear us, we love you, buddy, and we're here for you anytime you need us.
That's right. We're
anytime.
praying for you, my friend. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much in the grandstands. We appreciate it. You can't do this just anywhere, and we appreciate what you have done, showing your respect for a missing member of our racing family tonight, who is in a much better place, as the poem said.
Well, gentlemen,
she's home.
We know what she would love for us to do.
That's right.
And that's get to work. And here's the starting lineup for the 49th Super Late Model portion of the Alabama State Championship. On the pole, the car number 92 out of Columbus, Georgia, the Flash, Joseph Brown. To the outside, Michael Patton. It's the Magic Man, Mark Whitener from Middleburg, Florida.
Row 2's the one in. Jordy Nipper out of Macon, Georgia, the 14. What they call Little Bloomer, Will Harrington out of Cochran, Georgia.
Row number 3, car owner and employee teammates. How about it? Starting to the inside in car number 33M. He comes to us out of Brandon, Florida. It's Hollywood Jeff Matthews. On the outside of Hollywood Jeff Matthews, car number 33C. It's Little Sexy, now residing in Brandon, Florida as well, Cody Overton.
Row 4 is the 27H, Larry Harrod out of Plains, Georgia. Right beside him, the 1C, Chad Thrash.
Row number 5 will find Matt Dooley in the 18D machine, and to round out the top 10, it's P-Money from Milledge, Virginia. Parker Martin, the number 6M machine.
Row number 6, car number 55 out of Plains, Georgia. It's Terrence Noel on the outside of Terrence. And car number 99 out of Noonan, Georgia. It's Rucker Orr.
All row 7 to 10H, Jacob Hauser, and the 27C out of Oxford, Alabama. It's the cruise missile. Give them 1, 4 wide salute. Give them a round of applause. Send them on, folks. 4 wide salute here at East Alabama Motor Speedway.
So not only the missing man formation in memory of Jan Brewer, Joe Kelly, they're going to go 4 wide, and we knock out the lineup very quickly. Jacob Hauser in the number 7 machine, or 7th row, TNH to the outside. The cruise missile, Cruz Skinner, he will start 14th.
Then the 00, Jay Elliott on the inside of row number 8. On the outside, the 21 of Mario Gresham.
All right, row 9 to 92 machine, Rodney Martin out of Carsville, Georgia, and the 22M, Matt Thompson out of Powder Springs, Georgia.
Row number 10 will find James Roulette. Place your bets in the 05C out of Dawsonville, Georgia. To the outside of him, Lola, Georgia, number 28. That's James Nash.
Last but not least, the 10 of Garrett Smith and Blake Broom in car number 48. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to go green in just a few minutes. Back to Whitener about off the edge of the racetrack.
This is just a warm-up session, guys. This ain't even the real thing. And Mark Whitener about lost it off that second corner.
Oh, man. Whitener sticks it on the high side there and sets the car a sail through turns number 1 and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, who's ready for some excitement here?
The field is set. Michael, this is 49 laps, and what do you call this? The warm-up to the National 100 coming up at the end of October. Ready for Michael Patton to bring him to green out of turn 4.
Green flags in the air. We're underway for the 49th Annual Alabama State Championship Super Late Model Feature. Joseph Brown, the Columbus Fast, taking it down the back straightaway. Here comes the Magic Man for to do a magic trick over in 3 and 4 and take the lead. It looks like the Magic Man, Mark Whitener.
Now you see him, now you don't. It's the Magic Man up front. He leads the field. Jordy Nipper in hot pursuit in the one end. Joseph Brown back to that third spot. Little Will Harrington right there as well. Here comes Jeff Matthews and Cody Overton.
Super late models at speed. You're underway. And they're side by side for the lead in the early going. Down the back straightaway. Jordy Nipper running down Mark Whitener. They are setting sail from the field. Now they'll go side by side. Michael Patton into turn number 2. And we got a caution. Caution, where is it? We're trying to find it. Problems on the back stretch. It's
the 33 car. I'm not sure which one. I can't see.
I want to say it's Jeff Matthews.
I think it's Jeff Matthews.
I believe so, buddy. Jeff Matthews from Apollo Beach, Florida, the Floridian, having a problem there. You've got two 33s. You got one that's a 33/97. That's Cody Overton.
Tough break for whichever one it was. We'll have to see here when they come by. That may have been.
I want to say it was Matthews.
It may have been Cody.
That's Jeff Matthews.
That is Cody back there in the pits. That's a 33 car.
That's okay.
Yeah, Matthews is still on the racetrack. Cody Overton is the one in the pit area.
Are they teammates now, driving team cars, buddies now? What's going on?
Yes, they are. Jeff Matthews has hired Cody Overton to be his driver next year, maybe full-time on a series. Who knows? Big things could be happening for the Jeff Matthews Racing, Jeff Matthews Motorsports operation out of Brandon, Florida.
Well, you know, Will Harrington, not cutting you off, but Will Harrington in that 14 machine, Little Bloomer, I'm telling you, he was moving around Joseph Brown. He had took the third spot before the caution and flew out. So
I tell you, I've been watching Jordy Nipper the last part of this season. When we were on the Schaefer Oil Southern Nationals Tour, Jordy Nipper showed speed on certain nights, but man, here at East Alabama tonight, he is really showing some speed early on. Now, Magic Man up front in the Big Frog Motorsports car number 58, always fast around here. So we're going to have us a battle royal, a showdown here from 49 laps. Well, not 49 now, 47.
Here comes Cody Overton, guys, back onto the pit lane, and it looked like he might have had a change of tire after that problem. We'll get everybody back in position and go for a restart. We are 2 laps in of 47 laps. And remember, guys, act on another 51 laps coming up in at the end of October for the National 100. You'll probably see these stars and a whole lot more battling for some big money. Always, Michael, the state races for the grassroots guys around here. The National 100 is, of course, that prestigious super late model race in the South in the fall.
Oh, yeah, we're greatly thankful. We're waiting for the 47th Annual National 100 coming to you. We're going green this time by. The Magic Man is going to lead the show. And here they come. Green flags in the air. We're underway.
Look at Matthews sending it down to the inside. Joe Kelly, he made a move. He falls back down to 6th, 7th as Parker Martin clears him as they go to 3 in the battle for the lead. Nipper.
Tell you, Jordy Nipper to the inside of Mark Whitener. The one end is
trouble.
Fast.
Turn 4. Car going around, guys, and that's going to be, oh my goodness, is that the 50 to 27, I believe? No, the 00.
That's the 00, Jay Elliott.
Yeah, Jay Elliott.
So right now, last lap, Mark Whitener a 14.919, Jordy Nipper a 14.851, Will Harrington a 15.325, Joseph Brown a 15.740, Parker Martin a 15.472. So right now, Jordy Nipper a little bit quicker than your leader, but track position is everything here, and we don't really know what the Magic Man is doing. Magic Man likes to race, man. He'll race with you, fall back to second, and take the lead again, and just different things, but we'll have to see how
Guys,
this all
Joseph
shakes
Brown
out.
in the pits over there.
Yeah, well, he's had a rough start to this one, and Wesley, you heard Joseph Brown in victory lane earlier when you asked him about his chances.
Yeah.
And his chances, he's a smart enough driver to know on this racetrack right here, he doesn't really stand a chance with the limited late model. This is a super late model, hammer down racetrack. There's no sense. He started the race, he's getting his start money. There's no sense of wearing your stuff out on a hammer down racetrack. Let's just pull in. These supers are just going to outpower him. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, Magic Man Mark Whitener is the 58 machine. Your leader, Jordy Nipper in the 1D. Will Harrington in the 14 machine. And right behind him, Parker Martin is behind him. And then Jeff Matthews.
Now, we've seen Parker Martin race here. We saw him last year.
Last year at the National 100, yeah.
National 100. We've seen him race over the years and get better and better. He's hungry to win here. He said last year, this would mean the world to him to win one of these races over here. He wants to win over here.
He does. Chris and Joni Martin got to be on pins and needles down in the infield right now.
So that's Cole Exum running down to
Parker Martin for the 6.
Yeah, that's Cole Exum down there with a helmet.
Yes,
He's talking to our race official, not sure what's going on. Maybe Parker Martin has already lost or pulled off all his tear-offs. Not sure how this is going to play out. I mean, you can see the mud. You can see the mud on the front of Parker Martin's car.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's either got low behind somebody and been sprayed with mud or something like that. I mean, it's not hard to do. And you saw Joseph Brown's car look the same way.
My question, Michael, does
Will
that
Harrington
constitute
going into pits in the 14 machine?
Oh,
Will
wow.
Harrington.
Yes, he is.
Man, that's a tough break for little Will.
See what's going on with the 14. He's working his way into the pit in 1 and 2. And there might be a tire down on the number 14 machine, guys. They're going to work on the right rear of the 14. Check that left rear.
Man, he had a right rear flat earlier. Now it's a left rear. Magic Man's car looks good and clean out front. Parker Martin's car pretty much loaded with clay. Now, the race official standing on the straightaway was pointing to Parker Martin, letting him know, hey, we've got a helmet down here for you.
Guys, it's not a tire. It's not a tire on the 14. It looks like they were working on some kind of an adjustment on the car in the back of the rear end.
Well, they may
of
have
the 14, and he's back rolling. Here he comes back out on the racetrack from the back straightaway. Michael, how different is the track conditions now? Obviously, they put some water on the track. It's complete darkness now as we approach 9 p.m. Eastern time in Phoenix City. Kind of what it was last night around 11 o'clock when they were running their superheat races.
Yes, it's the track is very fast, very fast. It's been sheep foot today. I'm saying that right.
Yeah, sheep's foot.
Yeah, it's been earlier today.
I couldn't even think of it earlier.
I tell you what, I love that. I love that around this
thing.
3/8 high bank oval. I mean, it makes a lot of difference for racing. So, all right, green in it. Robbie Helms is in it. They're on it. They're green flag racing here in East Alabama.
Great start for the Magic Man that time. Parker Martin also with a great start. Oh, Jeff Matthews drifts up in front of Larry Harrod in the 27. Terrence Noel still smoking as he was earlier. He takes it to the high side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Magic Man stretches out the lead.
And Jordy Nipper ready to run back down the 58 machine for Big Frog Motorsports. There's been so many different drivers that have been behind the wheel of that car, number 58 machine. And now Michael Patton, Middleburg, Florida's Mark Whitener gets the call. Actually, it's a relationship renewed, rekindled, if you will, as one car pulls in. Battle for the lead goes on in 3.
Mark Whitener, the Magic Man, holding on to the lead right now, but here comes Jordy Nipper in the 1D machine. He's hammered down around his 3/8 high bank oval here at East Alabama Motor Speedway. And we're getting ready. The Jordy Nipper.
Keep an eye on James Roulette, guys. He was off the pace a moment ago.
Yeah, and it looks like Jordy Nipper now falls back a little bit in the M&S Concrete Special. They're going to get in
Look at how fast they caught lap traffic.
No,
Did you see that?
They're flying out front. Parker Martin is in hot pursuit as well, but Magic Man setting a torrid pace around the East Alabama Motor Speedway. Right now, we've got 41 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Still a long race. Anything can happen. Terrence Noel in the 55 still showing heavy smoke out of the back of that race car. Magic Man slicing and dicing.
Guys, we got a problem. Chad Thrash just got slammed into a moment ago by car number 22. He kept going, and there's problems for Chad Thrash, the 1C, Michael, bottom of turn 4, and the caution is out again.
Tough break for Chad Thrash, and at 1C had a lot of problems last night also. So
James Roulette, he was off the pace. We saw that. Whatever issues he had, he's now going to pull down. So the 99 wheel of Rucker Orr as well.
So we'll give you a little speed on the charts, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, looks like Mark Whitener, the only car in the 14-second bracket. He's in a high 14-second bracket. Jordy Nipper, a 15.2. Parker Martin, a 15.6. So they're all relatively close to one another, but Magic Man, the only car in the 14-second bracket.
Actually, Joe, it's updated, my friend. 14.776 for Mark Whitener. 14.438 for Jordy Nipper, 14.891 for Parker Martin. So these cars are right there running with each other.
Yep. Well, 14.971 was the last lap for the Magic Man. That's pretty
right.
Quick around
Consistent
here.
laps as well.
Yeah, and if you look at the top 5, in the not this past lap, but the best times, you've got 5 cars. It's got 14 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's very impressive. But that's why I called the police to playground of power.
They are using every inch of it right now.
The Daytona of dirt for sure with that high banks
it's
as well.
always been called the Daytona Dirt, but I've got it a new nickname, and we're still using the Daytona Dirt, but I've got a new nickname for it, and I called it when I first started here, the Playground of Power, and it is.
Joe Kelly, how about the relationship of Big Frog Motorsports back with Mark Whitener? There's been so many great drivers in that car before. We've seen Devin Dixon in that ride, Tyler Clem's been in that ride, Ross Bales has been in that ride, and now, of course, back is Mark Whitener, and he's a talent in the 58 car.
Well, what can you say? There's really only one Magic Man. I mean, he's had a long-lasting relationship with Augie Bertram and Mike Ray. I believe over their racing career that's somewhere around 63 or 73 wins, multiple championships across, you know, the pro late model, spec late model division together. They've won it all, and now they're super late model racing. If they can just get their mojo back, they'll be tough. They'll be tough to beat on any platform. You're not going to find 3. This whole team is just dedicated to racing, and I mean, I know all the drivers are, but Augie Bertram, man, the guy just loves, he eats, sleeps, and breathes racing. You know, he loves to race. He's a businessman, but he loves to race, and all these drivers do. But we're talking about the one leading the race right now. It's a good team. Hopefully they can lock down a win sometime soon, if not tonight, and maybe it propels them into something bigger, Wesley. Not really sure. There's so many guys here this weekend that need to just have a good run. You look at Cody Overton, has been just great with the super late models. He started super late model racing this year, really rookie of the year for the Schaefer's Oil Southern National, finished second in the points. He had a great start to his super late model career. Now with Jeff Matthews Motorsports, you know, he needs some good luck too to propel himself into next year. That's kind of what these guys need. They need to lock down a win. I'm looking at Will Harrington right there. There's no greater disappointment than what's happening to Will this weekend, because he came here with high hopes. He loves this place, and he just, you know, everybody just needs a good run, man. But you know, that's racing. It's up and down, and we talked about it. The highs and the lows, probably the most extreme in any sport, in any professional sport.
And Michael, you know it best, being here as the voice of the East Alabama Motor Speedway for 6 seasons. The best thing to do for Harrington and anyone else that had a bad day or bad weekend at the state race, to make some adjustments, work on what you can, and come back and have a better effort at the National 100.
That's exactly right, and that's what they do, and I'm pretty sure they will. Dalton Cook is back on the speedway.
Yeah.
And you see Richie.
There's fluid down on the bottom of the racetrack,
Big
guys.
time.
Wow, look at that. I just spotted. I don't know where it come from. It might have came from that car there.
It didn't.
Or Rucker Orr.
No, it didn't come from Parker Martin. Parker Martin was just signaled by Richie Stevens to pull down low.
Take care of the helmet belt, you.
I don't know what's going on down there, but they signaled for him to stop down there. He's got to be able to see to drive. I'm not sure how that all plays out down there, but big thank you to everybody that's been on board this weekend with sponsorship. And Hoosier Tire, American Racer, Ray Cook here with us this weekend. And it would be nice to see Ray Cook come race at the National 100 in the iconic car number 53.
Talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
That would be. I want to thank our track sponsors also. Aces on 80, Castle Fuels, Wendy's hamburgers made with fresh, never frozen beef, Vaporville, F&M Cigars, Keith Brick and the Gang, Lock Tech Locksmith, Zaxby's, Cherokee Roofing and Remodeling, Modern Images, Wimmers, Fun Carts of Opelika, your Easy Go Golf Cart dealer, Skag Power Equipment dealer also, Buffalo Rock Pepsi, Budweiser, Sunoco Race Fuels, Hoosier Racing Tires, ASA Performance, and we're grateful and thankful. If there's any, here we go. We're finna go green flag racing, guys. Here we go, green flags in the air. We're underway.
Smoke bellowing from the back end of the 55 machine of Terrence Noel, as Joe Kelly mentioned. We're back to the restart. Leaders off into turn number 2, and the battle for the lead goes on again, Joe. Here comes Magic Man Mark Whitener, outside lane. Jordy Nipper to the bottom, and here comes P Money as one car fishtails in front of the pack. Contact made off of Noel's car.
Yeah.
18 falling back and will stay green back to 1.
Yeah, Matt Dooley got the worst end of that deal. How about it up in here for the lead? Jordy Nipper's been trying to follow in the tire tracks of the Magic Man, but he's not going to be able to pass him that way. So a lot of racing left to do here. Still 39 laps remaining, 38 at this crossing the flag here. But Parker Martin slips up down there, opens the door for Larry Harridan, car number 27 to Harrod logging entry. Can't count Larry out. He knows how to get it done here at East Alabama Motor Speedway.
Watching him.
That's right. I'll tell you where that oil come from. I just thought about it.
Oh, Martin's in trouble, Michael.
Yeah, Parker Martin off the pace will have the caution. Parker Martin off the pace in the 6 machine.
Yellow flag out. Milledgeville, Georgia. Parker Martin. Problems for P Money.
I had a friend of mine text me on Messenger and let me know where that oil come from.
Okay.
The 1C.
Yeah.
A Thrash.
Chad Thrash.
Yeah, Chad Thrash.
And we had a caution for him earlier, if you remember.
And he was down that low, so the oil is came from that 1C machine. Parker Martin, tough break going into pit area.
He's still under power. It must be a tire or something. Not sure what's going on with the 6 car, the Martin Industrial P Money ride.
Do you think maybe he might have couldn't see anymore with the visors?
They tried to no, he's pulling over. They tried to
I think he's pulling in.
Yeah, they tried to hand him a helmet. And you know, Terrence Noel in the Harrod logging car number 55 has had that smoke bellow since qualifying earlier today.
Whatever it is, Chris Martin, Parker's father, is in the cockpit of the car, or at the window, talking to Parker. Parker is still in the race car, the Longhorn. It looks like whatever it is, guys, they got a flashlight on the front of the car, and they're beating the front end of the car as well.
All right, your race leader, the Magic Man, Mark Whitener. Jordy Nipper. Look at Larry Harrod in that Harrod logging.
No surprise.
Entry, 27 machine. And right behind him, Mr. Jeff Matthews. Terrence Noel. I haven't said that name in a long time, or Larry Harrod, either one.
I know.
You know, I'm so grateful and thankful for Mr. Larry and Mr. Terrence coming out being with us for this weekend, and we look forward to having them back for the 47th annual National 100, just like we welcome you back, the fans. And if you're listening to us on Just Dirt Video Productions, we also welcome you to the Playground of Power, East Alabama Motor Speedway.
That's right.
On
Joe,
October 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st for the 47th annual National 100.
Michael, how about the message I got earlier and I sent to you, buddy? We got a guy from Germany that has been watching the action all weekend long, and we want to send a big shout out. Michael, since you're the voice of the racetrack, I'll let you go ahead and do it, my friend. I know I had sent it to you earlier.
Yeah, the gentleman, his name is Ricky Buchanan. His name is Ranger Rick. He's watching the Alabama State race from Velberg, Germany. And he also says that I want to thank the commentators for a great broadcast last night, and also thanks to Just Dirt Productions for awesome streaming. And thanks, Ranger Rick. We appreciate it, buddy.
That's right, Ranger
Thank you for
Rick.
your service.
Yes,
Still
sir.
today.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
That's right, Ranger Rick. We appreciate you.
And Michael and Joe, this became an international broadcast.
Yeah, so.
Wesley, I've been international for years.
Oh, my.
Just so you know.
In your own head, right? Is that what you said, in your own head?
Let's get it, boys.
I'm going to tell you, like a friend of mine's daughter told me the other night, Mr. Michael, I can't talk to you. Joe, I can't talk to you.
Guys, I don't know what's going on, but the ambulance, I believe, has been called to the 6 of the for Parker Martin. That's all we can tell you right now is what somebody was telling us here.
Well, listen, we'll have to just inform the fans a little bit about Parker Martin. Just recently battling COVID-19 himself, and we see, looks like Parker Martin holding his arm, walking, being led to the back of the ambulance. So I thought maybe it might have been, maybe tired, maybe he needed fluid or something like that, but a problem with his arm. No telling what happened. Maybe got hit with a mud clog or something like that. Just no telling in the back of these race cars. We can probably find out pretty quickly, though. And
we asked everybody to definitely keep him in your thoughts and prayers for sure, as they're going to check him out at the ambulance right there. Ready to come back to green here at the Alabama State Championships, and it is bottled up the traffic behind him. Joe Kelly, 11 in, 38 to go in the 49 lap event for $9 grand on the line, and they're not wasting no time to get back after it, but the Magic Man going again in turn 3.
I'll tell you, look at Terrence Noel.
Wow, where did he come from?
Yeah,
27's
the
coming.
He's on the whip, but the smoke is like a wick underneath there.
And Larry Harrod up the
Look
second.
at the battle back here with Jordy Nipper. Back around Harrod. Oh, my God.
Oh, he got into Nipper, and Harrod's off the track and spins in front of the return road off of 4. Michael, it was getting so intense over there.
Yeah, intense up on high on the cushion. Jordy Nipper, Larry Harrod getting the worst end of the deal there. He got up and spun up into 4. They're coming back on the speedway, the number 27 machine, the Harrod login. Larry Harrod, 55. I'm telling you, I don't know where Terrence Noel comes from, but he had there ain't no gnats on that track, I promise you, because he was smoking it around just to his high back oval.
Not only is it fall, but it's also
you.
smoking. The mosquitoes are running for the hills, Joe Kelly.
I was told earlier, watch Terrence Noel. He could be a favorite to win this, but I'm telling you guys, I don't know where that smoke is coming from, but my Lord, the smoke is coming out of that thing hot and heavy.
We're understanding now, Joe Kelly, that Parker Martin's shoulder popped out of joint. The driver of the car number 6 EM of Parker Martin, his shoulder popped out of joint, and race control was letting us know that that's why he's in the ambulance right now, Michael. So our prayers are with P-Money as the number 4, Dusty Jones, will stop to get checked out.
I hate that for Parker, man. He's been struggling to pay. He's just getting back to racing.
Yeah,
they just got their motors back. The kid was sick a few weeks. I mean, he really struggled with it. Back racing, had a big smile on his face down there earlier, and now in the ambulance at the back, getting his. I don't know what they're going to do with that. I
look at not only what he did, guys, last year before he come to the National, what he did at Charlotte, being at the World Finals, but in addition to that, Joe, going to Bristol, they made the decision like on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, to load up and drive from Georgia all the way to Bristol to run the World of Outlaws event, and they did so well. They made the A main feature. Yeah. I mean, just such talent in this young man. He's just got to find a way to harness it and be successful for sure.
And Wesley, he's a driver who's come up through the ranks. I mean, whether you like him or not, he is literally watched racers at his home track. He's got in those race cars. He's run pure stocks. He's run just whatever he could over there at the home track. And they felt like it was time to put him in a super late model. And, hey, the kid he can drive, like you said. He's got to harness some of that talent, some of that. A lot of these young drivers have a hard time with their, with the mind and reflexes, all that coordination. Some of it hasn't matured, and some of them mature quicker than others. And these are things that all have to work together when you're in the race car.
That's correct. And, like I was saying, we've had a lot of, Terrence Noel is on the rocket ship. Dalton Cook started at the rear of the field.
Yeah.
He's already up in the 7th spot. Juicy's moving up.
Yeah, that's no surprise.
And no surprise at all. So we're glad that we've got some racing. Mark Whitener and Jordy Nipper. He's Larry Harrod, Terrence Noel, Jeff Matthews, any of these guys.
Guys, you think
Dusty Jones, anybody.
You think of Dalton Cook, Michael and Joe. He raced last night at Maryville, Tennessee at Smoky Mountain Speedway, got into the wall in the race that they had, and they worked all night to get the car fixed from driving back from Tennessee back down to Columbus, Georgia, and now he's here in the race, and he started shotgun on the field in 23rd.
I'm telling you, that 55 car does not look good. The smoke is just bellowing out. And you can just see it when
you know something's up, Michael, when you're smoking even under caution, right?
It's just, I don't know. And there's Jeff Matthews pulling up alongside of him. I don't know, if Jeff might be getting sprayed with oil back there, but that is a possibility. And that's one of the things that's one of the things that you don't want to happen if you're a driver racing behind somebody with an oil leak. And, here he goes. I guarantee you Jeff Matthews pulled up alongside of him, maybe just gave him a little hand signal or something. Not sure what these drivers do, but
he's pulling away from everybody now.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know what's going on there, but the car is smoking severely, and you don't want to be behind a guy soaking you in oil. That's not on a dirt track.
Both Herod logging machines stopping.
Terrence Noel going in the pits. Yep. He's in the pits.
And that's probably a smart decision. He did have a rocket ship under him. Kudos to Terrence for kind of pulling it in and not just staying it out, and kind of running it till it come apart, which that's a huge expense for car owner Larry Harrod.
Who's, by the way, in the race as well.
Yeah, well, not right now.
He's down there at the EAMS body shop getting free estimates.
Yeah, he's back in.
Cash or dash, as Michael calls it.
That's right. You got the cash?
If you don't,
dash. That's what I'm saying. We ain't got time. All right, Larry Harrod down at East Alabama Speedway Body Shop, checking things out. Mark Whitener still your race leader. Followed by Jordy Nipper. Your top two, Jordy Nipper was right on Mark Whitener's tail around his 3-side bank oval, but he's backed off now. Mark Whitener knows his way around his 3-side bank oval here at East Alabama Motor Speedway.
So Mark Whitener, Jordy Nipper in position number 2 after having contact with Larry Harrod. Harrod stopping for service. He spun out, so he'll go to the tail, obviously. His other teammate car, Terrence Noel, Joe Kelly, was right there in the top 5 as well, but he just pitted. Jeff Matthews has now climbed up, so it's Mark Whitener, Jordy Nipper 2nd, Jeff Matthews 3rd, Rucker or Dalton Cook, all these guys starting to climb up here.
Cruz Skinner.
That's right.
In the mix.
Number 18, Matt Dooley.
Nice to see Cruz Skinner kind of teamed up with Larry Harrod. That could be something right there.
Guys, I got a question. Michael, you might know. Joe, you might too. That 00 car at Jay Elliott's in, is that the car that Richie Stevens used to race? The 00 right there?
It's possible.
I'm just kind of looking at the way that the car's designed. I was thinking maybe Richie Stevens been in a car like that before.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know if that's, Jay Elliott took a heck of a ride in St. Louis at the first dome at the
Gateway Dirt Nationals.
Gateway Dirt Nationals. He took a heck of a ride in the dome, and so we need to.
Well, I got the guy shaking his head no at me, but there has been a car that's Richie Stevens at time has raced a car that's looked like that. It's just a coincidence. But Jay Elliott, yeah, he kind of made himself in the spotlight at the Dome, as you said. And by the way, guys, that's coming back this year. That's in December, man. A lot of people looking forward to that.
Yes, I will be in attendance for an event.
That's your second time, right?
Yeah, second time. I enjoyed it the first time.
You're going back, huh?
Yeah, glad the first time it was me and Big Wood and Dwayne and can't remember again. We had a good time. But we will never let Woody order. No, we will not let Dwayne order a. No, it wasn't Dwayne. It was Greg Self is who it was. We will never let him order an Uber no more. You got Woody. You got Greg Self. You got Justin, I believe the guy's name was. Woody's cousin and myself getting in a little Toyota Corolla. We look like the clowns at a circus.
That's so funny. And I thought I was the conductor.
Wow.
No.
I thought I was the conductor of the Hot Mess Express.
Oh my goodness.
No, then we popped out at Hooters in St. Louis, and there was 50 people standing out there, and we looked like a bunch of clowns getting out of a circus car. I think Woody might have broke the vent in the front seat. So, well, we was punched in there, so we had a good time though.
Wow.
And Anna Parker's his dad, Mike. Yeah, he was there with us, and we was able to go enjoy a little suite action with him up there in the suite. So we had a good time.
So the lights are off on around the racetrack, and we'll get ready. The caution lights ready to bring them back to green flag as Mark Whitener, Jordy Nipper on the front row, Jeff Matthews alongside as they go Dixie double file for the restart. Back underway. Oh my goodness, we about stuck them 3 wide, 3 rows deep. Contact. Jay Elliott gets spun. He gets contact from Herod. Herod goes around. The 28 goes around, and we got trouble again, Michael, on the restart.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord, fellas.
28 machine going around.
Jay Elliott. Tough call for tough ride for Jay Elliott right there. But this car doesn't look really that bad.
05 roulette.
Mark Whitener, Jordy Nipper on the front row, Jeff Matthews alongside as they go Dixie double file for the restart. Back underway. Oh my goodness, we about stuck them. The 28 goes around, and we got trouble again, Michael, on the restart.
Oh yeah.
They're in turn number 1, so they're assisting to him. I think he stalled his car. Shane just gave me a message. Shane Lee, I appreciate it. You might want to message Melvin Welch, not the announcer booth. So there's the 44. I guess he's going to go behind the wall. I'm not sure what's going on, if he's back rolling again.
Yeah, we'll get them all stacked and restacked and get back racing. They're checking out Larry Harrod's car. And Cruz Skinner is in this machine. The other 27.
The Cruise Missile. Now, Joe, that's a driver that we've really seen in the last couple of years build up his resume. I know normally you see him at Talladega in the number 11 car. The Cruise Missile, Cruz Skinner in the 11. Now he's driving for Larry Herod on the 27 machine for this event at the state championship. And that's just another one of those young, talented guys that moved up from the pro late model ranks now into the super late model world.
And they're having next weekend at Talladega Short Track. You know, if you're out and about over that way, I believe NASCAR is racing over next weekend. And they're having the, I think, the first ever Red Farmer tribute race. And Red Farmer, being the age he is, he's still climbing in that long Lewis Ford late model.
Yeah.
And going around and competing with them young guys over there. So if you're out and about next weekend, you got something to do, and if you're going to NASCAR race, hop on down and see them at Talladega Short Track.
See our buddy Adam Stewart over there and say hello to Mitchell and Adam and all the gang.
Awesome racetrack, of course, the home of the Ice Bowl, another one of the big prestigious events of dirt track racing in January, and it's, of course, NASCAR Talladega weekend. So while you get ready for the Good Sam RV 500 for the next round of the round of 12 for the NASCAR Cup Series, as well as the NASCAR Truck Series in action on Friday and Saturday night. Big money for the Crate Racing USA Late Model Series, and man, they're always put on a good show at the Hornet's Nest. They call it the Hornet's Nest.
That's right. Late model Mark. Yeah, LaDon Law.
Yeah, LaDon's our buddy, man. I like LaDon.
LaDon used to announce over Talladega Short Track. I don't think he's doing too much announcing over there now. But we're finna go get green, guys. Green flag racing. Here we go.
Hopefully we can get some good laps in.
All right, Magic Man bringing them to the green this time by. Here he comes.
Oh.
Look at Jordy Nipper shoot out like a cannon. Out of turn 4 that time.
Whitener sleeping on the start that time. Jordy Nipper not. He jumped the gun. I tell you what. Jordy Nipper, his own worst enemy.
His own worst enemy. You said it perfectly, Joe Kelly. Jumps the cushion. And he falls back to the inside. And now the game of cat and mouse, Michael, for the lead goes back on again in turn 3 with Whitener back in front.
But the thing about it, look at Dusty Jones. He's catching up to the back of Jeff Matthews. That young man is, and here comes the AT machine.
3 wide, guys. Look at this. Larry Herrod's coming.
Yeah.
He's coming back up in a hurry.
Yes.
Michael, Wesley, we've talked about it all weekend. The drivers that win here are not the ones that can throw the Hail Mary. They're the ones that can lead the laps, keep their cars straight, and be consistent. That's where Mark Whitener excels. Jordy Nipper, a little bit of a premature move there, I believe.
Jay Elliott, guys, pulling in. He'll stall. They're going to throw caution. He has deliberately stopped right at the entrance of pit lane on the midsection of the backstretch. He stopped, and the caution will come out. Then he rolls onto the pit lane. I'm thinking he did that, guys, because he might have a tire down.
Yeah.
So the 2-lap courtesy rule might go in effect for that 0-0 of Jay Elliott.
Well, I'm like Joe now. I'm telling you, Mark Whitener, I mean, I don't know him real well, except when he comes to race here in East Alabama. And I've been down to Wendell's place down at All Tech Raceway. Had a great time. Magic Man raced that night. And he just walked the dog. I mean, he just hit his marks right on target. And Mark Whitener's doing the same thing tonight. I think Jordy Nipper just hammered down and coming out of forward. And he's about
he had to do something with all that power.
And turn 3 and 4, he
what
came right there
guys.
and it went off to the top of the cushion.
I mean, he had a run going. He had to do something, but you know, it's like we've seen it all weekend here. That the leaders, the winners here this weekend have been the guys that have been able to stay up front, keep their cars consistently straight, and their lap times about the same. You know, one good fast lap doesn't win a race unless it's the last lap.
And the thing is, he caught Whitener asleep on the restart. Whitener might have been not up to speed yet, and they was waiting for it. Nipper was on the outside. Fair game. They go in the box, and he made a crazy move coming off of turn 4.
Perfect example of what you're talking about. It was Jimmy Thomas today.
Yeah.
604. I mean, Jimmy Thomas.
Not just Jimmy, Joseph Brown.
I mean, Joseph Brown also. I mean, there was nobody going to touch Jimmy Thomas or Joseph Brown in their races today.
They were just
smooth. They were just right on it, hitting their marks and everything, just perfect. So it was just their day. And Mark Whitener is out front once again. And Jordy Nipper is in second spot. Right behind him is Jeff Matthews, Dusty Jones, Matt Dooley. It's your top 5. Look at Rucker Orr. And the 99 machine was having problems earlier. Down on the bottom of the track, Snap Super Shop record behind him. But Rucker Orr, he's in 6th spot. Look at Larry Herod, all the way from the tail end of the field up to 7th. That man is on a mission. He wants to get back up where he was.
Guys, I'm impressed with Jeff Matthews myself, another Florida native. He's just the last few weeks they've really found some things in that race car, and I think the addition of Cody Overton is nothing but a positive for that race team.
Exactly.
And Jeff has been running good. He just been running good. You know, the second half of the season, he doesn't race a lot. You know, Jeff Jeff has got a lot going on, and he doesn't race a lot, but man, now he's back racing a little bit. He's really been good.
Well, I'll tell you now, I was impressed with him. I've never met Mr. Jeff, but I do want you to introduce me to him. He seems like a great guy the way you talk about him, but I'm telling you what, I'm impressed with the way he drives that open wheel modified.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good. He can drive.
Guys, remember we were talking about the cars that are up at the front, of the ones that win? Here's some stats for you. So far in the race, in 6:02, Richie Stevens on the pole. Josh Weathers won from the pole. Jimmy Thomas won from the pole. Outside pole winner was Stormy Calvert. He was right there with Patrick Harrelson, if you remember, Michael, in that race for the Road Warriors. Also, the front-wheel drive, Justin Caldwell was the man that won. And, of course, you mentioned Joseph Brown. So the front row, more on the starting position than the outside, have been the winners of today's race so far at the Alabama State Championship.
All of those drivers that you talked about, even in the 4-cylinder stock class, were able to keep their car straight through these corners, and that's super important.
Well, Justin Caldwell, that GJ, that's a brand new car for Justin this year, and he's been consistent. He brought it out halfway through the season, and he won a couple of feature races. He knows his way around this 3-time bank oval, just like Mark Whitener out front does. And there's Jordy Nipper and Jeff Matthews right behind him. Also, Dusty Jones and Matt Dooley, your top 5. Look at Rucker Orr, Larry Harrod right behind him.
It went out. So the field is set for the restart, as Michael reiterated on. It is the Magic Man, Mark Whitener, ready to bring him back to green flag here on lap number, I believe it was 16:33 to go here at the Alabama State race. And once again, Michael, it is Mark Whitener on the outside. Nipper is there, and don't count out Jeff Matthews, the third, as they work off of 2.
Matthews looking strong in that 3rd position. Dusty Jones, Michael talked about him earlier. He's fast today.
All right, Mark Whitener, the Magic Man, going to return 22 as your leader, followed by Jordy Nipper. Here comes Jeff Matthews, Dusty Jones. Look at the 18D of Matt Dooley and Larry Harrod.
Jay Elliott
making away in that 27, shutting off Rucker Orr. Jay Elliott back in the pits.
Yeah, Jay Elliott's back in, guys. Whatever problem he had earlier is now going to be done for us. Here comes now the battle for the outside lane, the High Side Express. It's Mark Whitener, Magic Man, Little Nipper, Jordy Nipper, Georgia, Florida, Joe Kelly battling at the Alabama State race coming up on lap 20 out of 4.
I'll tell you what, if Whitener makes a mistake, Jordy Nipper is going to capitalize, Wesley. 29 laps remaining in this race. Mark Whitener now has kind of got in his groove, in his zone. Jordy Nipper is settled back into that 2nd position. Jeff Matthews back there, almost a straightaway back. He's just riding. Still a lot of laps remaining in this one.
Well, Mark Whitener has found his groove. It's the high side around this 3-top bank oval on the cushion. And he is holding his marks and hitting them well. Jordy Nipper is still right behind him. But like Joe said, if Mark Whitener makes a mistake and bobbles a little bit, Jordy's going to be nipping on his heels.
I'm telling you, you can't bobble in this race. These cars are fast. Things happen so quick with the super late models, and you can't make a mistake. And I don't care if a guy is 10 car lengths behind you. He can catch you pretty quick and pass you just as fast. So Whitener up front got the orange helmet, good contrast with the black race car, white letters. See the American flag on the top of the car, representing the United States of America here for the 49th running of the Alabama State Championship.
And Mark Whitener is almost opened up a straightaway lead. Jordy Nipper is at the bottom of the racetrack. Something's amiss at the 1D.
Something amiss with the 1D of Jordy Nipper. The Scotty's muffler, M&S concrete ride coming to a snail's pace on the front straightaway. Whitener still keeping up the torrid pace. He's on the whip and not backing down. I'll tell you what, guys, I've seen Whitener lead these races like this and just blister the field, and we assumed that he would win the race, and next thing you know, he's hitting the wall. So
whatever it is on Jordy Nipper's car, Michael Patton, it is not a tire down. It's a mechanical issue. That's why he pulled in. No caution, and that shows the veteran of a driver as well. Not intentionally trying to bring out a caution. He knows his race is over. And meanwhile, Mark Whitener moving through lap traffic, if you will, off of turn number 4.
Oh, Mark Whitener almost getting into the 18 machine.
What did I tell you about
that was
Whitener?
close. That was close.
Wow.
I told you, Whitener, when he gets out front, he's on the whip. He doesn't like to back it down. He needs some communication down there to tell him, hey, Mark, you got plenty of room, because you never know. You get out and you hop the cushion or something, you're done.
And we will say that your flagman is using the move over flag.
Yes.
There are some races we see where we wish that flagmans would use the move over flag. They're using it here at the Alabama State race. As right now, Matt Thompson under attack. He's off the pace now. He will pull in a couple of laps down behind the wall. And Michael, as we come to now 19 laps to go, 30 complete, Whitener in his own world off of turn number 4 right now, settling through lap cars off the corner.
Mark Whitener is still your race leader. He almost got into the 18 machine of Matt Dooley. And that was close, I'm telling you, because he was coming hammered down, and Matt Dooley was right in front of him. So
Mark Whitener's last lap around East Alabama Motor Speedway was 16.623. So he's rocking and rolling around this racetrack. He's got that right rear set up on the outside groove, Michael, and just letting her eat around this speedway.
But he's not as fast as he was, guys.
No,
remember, he was turning 14.776 as his best lap. And Michael, the track is starting to really rubber up a lot. We're starting to see what you would think like a pavement surface here around East Alabama, and that is really making these cars get a lot of sliding off around the racetrack, especially off the corners.
You got to wonder about the tires, Michael.
Yeah, the tires are wearing down. That's quick. There's a bunch of rubbers that are laying down, and they're laying it down on the high side of this 3A side bank. Oh, you don't see nobody going
to the bottom,
which
is very unusual, guys. Normally you hear the word of the term catfishing down on the bottom of the racetrack. These guys are actually going to the top shelf where Grandma hides the cookies from Grandpa in the Angels Expressway, and they're making it work because, honestly, Joe, as we come to 15 to go, this is the best line around the track.
Right now, it's the best line around the racetrack. You got to wonder, do you need to get these tires in some of that?
Slip up. They hold it together.
Good job, guys. Good job.
That was Larry Herod.
Good job for the drivers to keep the cars straight, headed in the right direction. These guys are moving at such fast speeds. Things happen so quick out there,
I don't know if that was Larry Herod or Cruz Skinner.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know, but they bottled up. Good gracious, it was bottled up.
Well, Whitener takes it to the bottom side of the racetrack to make a pass of car number 21. He'll right back to the whip up front.
Well, I'm just telling you, the Magic. Whoa!
Look out, guys! Whoa, watch out too. Oh man!
Magic Man Mark Whitener is just got a machine tonight under him. I'm telling you, he looks great. And like Joe said, he needs to have somebody down in the pit area to let him know. To let him
and what a relationship that's been built here, back with, like we said, Joe, being a Floridian yourself, Big Frog Motorsports. We both know those guys very well. And Joe, they want to win. They put winners in those race cars. And of course, Mark Whitener has done his own successes in the Barry Ryder Longhorn 5W for many, many years. And now he is back with Big Frog and looking good for a big win at the Alabama State race with 10 laps to go.
Inside 10 to go, Wesley and Michael. Whitener still leads the field. Jeff Matthews second, Dusty Jones third, Matt Dooley running in the fourth position, Larry Harrod back up to the fifth spot. Then you got Cruz Skinner, Jacob Hauser, and that's gonna
Dusty Jones, guys,
Jones off the pace in the third position.
Pulls in smartly. Race stays green, 9 to go.
Wow, that puts Matt Dooley up to the third spot.
How about that? Man.
Magic Man still cracking the whip on the field out there. Jeff Matthews hanging on for the second position. A good run for the 33 car.
Rucker off the pace, Michael on the back straightaway, the 99 car.
Yeah, he had been back up. He had off the pace earlier tonight. Snap Super Shop Wrecker behind him, and he got back all the way up to fourth position, and now he's having problems. Looks like he's going to make a hard left turn in the pit area. Like you said, keep from bringing out a caution. And I know the drivers, Mark Whitener especially, appreciates that.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
You're exactly right.
Nobody wants the yellow now.
No,
Whitener off turn number 4 at speed. Here he comes. Look at him in his own world down the front straightaway. more cars in front of him. It's Mark Whitener, Jeff Matthews, Matt Dooley, Joe Kelly will interview the top 3. And Michael, they will prepare for the final laps of the 49th Alabama State race. This race is 49 laps. They're on lap number 44. 5 to go.
5 to go for your leader, the Magic Man, Mark Whitener. East Alabama Motor Speedway. If you're not getting excited about this, you're not going to get excited about nothing. I'm telling you, we've had a great day of racing here today at the Playground of Power for the 49th Annual Alabama State Championship. And these super late models are not letting us down either. And we still got the Outlaw Hot Shots and the Street Stock to come. So here comes the Magic Man into turn 4.
Right there in his own world to the line. 3 laps to go. Whitener up on the outside lane. Of course, the driving for Big Frog Motorsports, a native out of Middleburg, Florida. He has won many races here at East Alabama in the state and the national and big touring shows. Another big event. 2 remaining, or as you say, Michael, the bullhorns are out for the number 58. He'll set sail on the outside lane. More lap cars are in the way, but the hourglass is running short. It's Mark Whitener's race to lose. What a dandy, a strong performance as he'll take the white flag for the final time.
All right, we'll take you around this 3/8 high bank oval here at East Alabama Motor Speedway. 23-degree bank turns, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 18 in the back straightaway, 16 in the front. Mark Whitener, the Magic Man, is going to be your 49th Annual Alabama State Champion in the Super Late Models.
Double checkers for the man out of Middleburg, Florida for Big Frog Motorsports. Apollo Beach, Florida, Jeff Matthews will finish 2nd. Florida representing very well. Matt Dooley will finish 3rd. Probably one of the best career finishes in a super late model for him. Larry Harrod having problems earlier, Michael, comes back to 4th. Jacob Hauser finishing in the top 5. Cruz Skinner, Mario Gresham, Dusty Jones, Matt Thompson, your top 10. And again, they got to go to the scales to make it official. Michael, we'll grab Joe Kelly in a minute to grab the top 3. And, of course, a $9,000 payday if he gets the green light for the man out of Middleburg, Florida. Mark Whitener, the Magic Man, was on it tonight here at East Alabama.
Magic Man Mark Whitener rolled through the scales to make it official. And we'll move him into the East Alabama Speedway Buffalo Rock Pepsi victory lane. So we'll get ready for that. There's the 18 machine of Matt Dooley, your 3rd place car.
By the way, another winner on either the front row, inside or outside, here at the 49th National Alabama State Championship.
All right, we're going to turn it over to Joe Kelly. Mark Whitener, give it up for him, folks. Here's your super late model feature winner, Joe Kelly. It's all yours.
Driver in victory lane down here, ladies and gentlemen, already had the helmet off. The receiver coming out, getting a big handshake from crew chief Mike Gray. The Kaiser Manufacturing, Dave's Towing, Big Frog Motorsports, M&W Transport. Car number 58 sits in victory lane here for the 49th running of the Alabama State Championship. It's Sunday money. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him, Mark Whitener. Sunday money, $9,000 to the victor goes the spoil. Wow, FK Rod Ends and Tegra Shocks, big hug from car owner Augie Bertram, Magic Man. Congratulations from everybody here at East Alabama Motor Speedway. You had a great car, kiss from your wife, big hug. Did she say she wants half the money?
No, I'll call hell all day.
Magic Man, congratulations. We've talked about it all race long. You have achieved so much success with this race team, with these gentlemen over here. What's it mean to you to be back in victory lane?
Well, this state race means a lot to me. You know, we've been coming up here for years. Even I started with them, and we just continued on, and they've always had good equipment. We just separated. You know, everybody needs a break sometime, but we're back together, and I've got good equipment. I'm relearning how to drive a race car. So he's giving me the car to win every week, and he had me worried when this track was so wet. Mike Ray worked on this thing, and that was all I had at first. I just we tuned the motor down, and it just wouldn't go. But he told me to just keep calm, and it'd be there. So, and I'm telling you, when the track started wiping off, where we lost a little bit of grip, this thing come alive. And they was telling me that I had plenty of room, so I was just kind of biding my time and wasn't going to do anything stupid, jump the cushion, or it was our race to lose. So I just like to thank Melvin and all them guys. He's been working his ass off to get this racetrack. I tried to help him, and it's awesome. I mean, it's daytime racing, and we're nighttime racing, and we got a track like that. So hats off to them guys. We caught hell in all the crate races, but like I say, it is what it is. That's racing. If you don't like it, stay home. It is what it is. So we love it. So we'll be back. And I just like to thank everybody, all the fans, Augie, Big Frog Motorsports, Mike Ray. He does all the work on this car. Everything. So he made all the calls. So like I say, he knew what was going to happen. And just like to thank them guys and everybody that makes this happen. Augie, Jenna, Bridget. It's a team effort, and it's hard to come out here and race. It's Sunday night. Everybody's got to work tomorrow. So just thank everybody in the fans and everybody here.
One final question. Before the green flag, you almost lost the car down there in the warm-up laps. What was that all about?
Damn track was wet.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him, the Magic Man, Mark Whitener. We're going to catch a word with second place finisher, Jeff Matthews. Jeff, congratulations on your second place finish from everybody here at East Alabama. Man, you've had a great weekend. Your program has really stepped up, picked up. You've been winning a lot of races. You're fast everywhere you go. Congratulations.
Thank you. I got to thank all my guys. We crashed that crate car, and they had to work the butt off so we could get it ready. And, it's a lot of work back there trying to work on 3, 4, 5 cars, But congratulations to Mark and them guys. They did a good job. We kind of killed ourselves here. We restricted the motor, and in the beginning of it, we needed all the motor. But, hey, we learned something.
Well, it must feel good. You got a young man as your teammate, and you kind of schooled him this weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, Cody, he's a wheel man, but some weekends you got the luck with you, and some weekends you don't.
That's right. Give it up for him. Jeff Matthews finishing second here tonight. We'll catch a quick word with Matt Dooley. Matt, congratulations on a third place finish. Man, great race for you and your team. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's been a tough year for us, and I'm just glad to be back going in late model. And I got a good car, a Longhorn by Moore, and it was fast, and just bided our time and just was there at the end.
What was it like out there, man? I mean, the track was just hammered down. You were holding on for dear life out there, weren't you?
Yeah, it was really greasy at first, but it widened out and raced pretty good, I feel like. So, just glad to be here and like to thank all my sponsors, Scott's Machine, More Fab, Lifeline EMC, Chick-fil-A Dwarf House, and Crown Security.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your third place finisher, Matt Dooley.
Thank you very much, Joe Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the unofficial results for the 49th annual Super Late Model portion of the Alabama State Championship here in Phoenix City. Mark Whitener is your $9,000 winner. Jeff Matthews in second, both cars from Florida. Matt Dooley will finish third. Larry Herod fourth. Jake Hauser with a top 5 finish. The Cruise Missile from Pro Late Models to Supers, Cruz Skinner will finish sixth. Mario Gresham seventh. Dusty Jones eighth. Ninth will go to Matt Thompson. 10th, Jordy Nipper. 11th on the grid will go to Rodney Martin, followed by Jay Elliott, James Nash, Terrence Noel, as well as Dalton Cook, the top 15. The rundown order includes James Roulette, Parker Martin, Chad Thrash, also Blake Broom, the top 20. And to finish out the rundown, Will Harrington, Joseph Brown, Cody Overton, and Rucker Orr. And those drivers and more will be back here at the end of October, October 28th through the 31st for the 47th running of the National 100. Race fans, give them a round of applause. The Super Late Models, another great show, and your winner from Middleburg, Florida, one more time, the Magic Man, Mark Whitener.